What's going on, everybody? It's the Ike's Tech Talk weekly live stream. You already know how it goes down on Thursday nights. Just had the homie Tech King Mike. Now you got your boy Ike for Mike and Ike on Thursday night. Yo, that's bars right there. For real, for real. That's bars. That's bars. But you already know, got to do video check, audio check. How's everything sound? Good, good. Thumbs up. Put up like Savage. Put a 1 in the chat if you can see and hear me. Put a 1 in the chat. Put a 1 in the chat. But yeah, man, it's gonna be a pretty chill week. You already know, man. S22 Ultra is in the house, man. So we definitely gonna talk about it. I know some of you guys out there got it. Hey, Savage already hit that 1. That's what's up. That's what's up. All right, cool, cool. LaShawn, I ain't messing with you, bro. I already see you. But yeah, you already know, man, we're gonna be getting into this thing like crazy. Also might even be able to talk. I can't get it, it's in the back, but the Tab S8 Ultra, man. Matter of fact, hold on, I'm a swivel around real quick. Definitely wanna talk about this massive thing here, man. Y'all can see, like, compared to my head, like I'm just holding this thing, how big this thing really is. But yeah, absolutely loving it so far, man. First Samsung tablet experience, and it's been a good one so far. So like I said, we're gonna go ahead and get right into it. Let's start with that roll call, seeing how everybody is doing though. Got the homie LaShawn in the building. My dog said, hey, what's going on with you? Why? First and then immediately after. Damn. Yo, so close, so close. He had to have beaten you by like milliseconds, dog, because that is hilarious, man. That is hilarious. Hey, Kia, what's going on, man? She's been dropping some of that fire too, that S22 Ultra coverage. So make sure that y'all go and check her out as well. Savage Scientist in the building. Yo, what's going on, man? Hey, Kenny, man, what's going on? Hope everything is good with you. Hey, Jeff, blessings on your day, man. Hope everything's good with you. Miss Shay, Queen of Steeler Nation, what's going on with you? I hope everything is good. Hey, my homie T, what's going on, man? Hope everything is good with you as well. Barry said, we in here. Yes, sir, we are. LaShawn said, Ike showing the guns. That's what I was laughing at before. So Ike showing the guns. Ain't no guns over here, man. I'm rocking dad bot right now, dog. Just you already know your boy Chicago every day, all day, and we ball in the night. So we actually got the Hawks score right now. We up by 5, about to go into the half. So should be a pretty good game. T said he had some Mike and Ike's yesterday. Hey, there ain't no flavor like the berry flavor. The berry ones, like the pink and blue and all that, those are the best ones. Savage threw up that 1. That's what's up. Shay threw up that 1 as well. Cool. Hey, Barry said he just finished hooping with his son. That's what's up, man. That's what's up. Hope you ain't pulling muscle, man. You stretch first? Hey, Migs, what's going on, bro? Glad to hear the good news, too. I didn't get to respond to you, man. But, yo, glad to hear that everything is going good as far as you getting out or whatever. So that's what's up, man. Glad to hear from you, yo. Hey, Philip, what's up? What up, man? What up? Hey, Barry said, LaShawn is calling you. It's calling you. Go ahead and pick it up, dog. Nah, but real talk though, man, it's super expensive. Only reason why I for real, only reason I picked one up was because of the trade-in deal that I got. That was the only reason, man. I ended up getting it, I think, for like $550 after my trade-in. I traded in the S21 Ultra and my 11-inch iPad Pro. I traded in those two, and I got the S22 Ultra and then the Tab S8 Ultra. So I thought I was gonna have like some reservations, man, when I got it. Like I thought I was gonna be like, I don't want to trade in my iPad. And I literally got it, unboxed it, and set it up. And right now, man, I'm having no regrets whatsoever about it. I'm absolutely loving it. Loving it. It's definitely, I would say, not for everybody as far as it being kind of niche, just because of how big it is. Like even just holding it in bed, watching content on it is kind of a stretch. But I was doing it last night. I was watching Wired Wednesday, And I literally had that running on one half. It had like a little Twitter column. And like most of the time when you do split view, like on the fold or something like that, like it's good. But like this is a whole nother ball game. Like, bruh, it is legit. It is legit, man. It is legit. It is legit. I like it. Just heard something, Paul. LaShawn said, "I want the Tab S8 Plus." I heard that that's like that perfect Goldilocks, man. Like it's just right. I think what's the guy's name? I think it's Android Digest. I think he has the Tab S8 Plus, so you could probably look into his coverage. Juan laughing. Hey, MPT's in the building. What's going on, man? He said he's got a cold, hoping it goes away so he can record some more this weekend. Don't needing any sniffling in the auto. I hear you about that, man. I know you'll get through it, dog. Just take some medicine, knock out. You'll be fine, dog. You'll be fine. He said, you're old if you remember the purple Mike and Ike says Jolly Joe's. Yeah, no, I don't know nothing about that, man. I don't know nothing about that. Hey, me tech. I know it's like what, super late or super early where you are, one of the two. But yo, appreciate you stopping past, man. Appreciate it. Hey, Elvin, what's going on, man? Hope everything is good with you. I hope I pronounced your name right too. He said that tab looks massive. I might keep my 7 Plus. Yo, real talk, like from what I'm hearing from people who have like the Tab S8 Plus or the Tab S7 Plus. There we go. The Tab S7 Plus. If you are liking it, like it's not a whole lot that's actually different. So if you're feeling it, bro, hang on to what you got, man. I honestly would say like when it comes to from what I know about the Tab S7 Plus and then the Ultra is literally just that sheer size, right? Like everything else for the most part seems to be the same to me. Even a lot of like the software stuff that people are talking about, I think that that'll come to the Tab S7 Plus as well. So I would just hang on to what you had. Only reason I kind of went, big with it is because, again, the trade-in deal, and this is my first Samsung tablet. And I generally feel that Samsung devices, like their whole experience gets better the bigger you go because the bigger canvas. They have like all like the little software features to like take advantage of it. The S Pen, all that stuff just is better on a bigger display. So definitely happy I was able to pick that up, but definitely stick with that 7 Plus, man. No problem with that. Hey, Philip said he got his S22 Ultra yesterday. Yo, how you liking it? How you liking it, man? How are you liking it, dog? Hey, Delvon, what's up, man? What's up? Hope everything is good with you, my dude. I hope you got to see the Tab S8 Ultra. I just kind of held it up so you can see, because I know you were talking on Twitter about getting it, man. How massive this thing is. Like, I already know, like with you, bro, you could do some damage with this thing as far as like your art and stuff like that. You could do some work with this, bro. Like, you could do some work with that thing. Seriously. It is massive. Like, I let my girl color on it. She was coloring with it, and she was like, yo, this is great. Like, she loved it. So, should be pretty dope, man. Hey, Jason, what's going on, man? Hope everything is good with you, bro. The Tab S interface looks similar to Dex when viewed. Yeah, on a Windows desktop. That's exactly what it is. Yeah, you have like I keep like putting it down and picking it up because it's just too big to sit on my little table. But yeah, no, Savage, you have like that whole Dex experience. Like it just swaps over to Samsung Dex. And then like it'll pop in after it gets done loading. Oh, there it is. Yeah, and it just turns right into it. Literally looks like, oh, let me move your comment. It literally looks like you're running Windows 10, bro, or Windows 11. Like it literally looks the exact same. So yeah, absolutely love it. I'm not using Dex mode with this as much as I thought I initially would. Not because Dex is bad, right? But just because I honestly been using it. I've honestly been using it more so as an external monitor. I use the app Super Display, which is super dope if you guys have never used it before. It lets you turn, like, you can do anything. You can do like a phone, you can do a tablet, and you can turn it into an external monitor. But the thing about Super Display that's so good is you can run it at that monitor's like full resolution. So like you can change the resolution and the full refresh rate. So the Tab S8 Ultra has 120 hertz refresh rate. It turns into 120 hertz 15-inch external monitor. Like, it is literally fantastic. Like, I have on my little stand here, you can probably see like the edge of it. Like on my stand here, I have my M1 MacBook Air. I got the Windows desktop. I use Synergy to move between the two screens with one mouse and keyboard. And then the Tab S8 Ultra is just an external display for the desktop PC. So it's kind of like having like a two PC setup or whatever. I really like it. It's working out really, really well, yo. And I don't have to give up anything, right? Yo, Mike, what's going on, man? I gotta go back and catch the replay of your stream, dog. I didn't get to catch it. I was way too deep into that new Destiny expansion. So, and then tomorrow is Elden Ring, so I'm gonna be playing that like crazy too. So I was way too into it. I had the 2018, like the very first year where they did the whole redesign. I think it was a 2018 model, is the one that I traded in. He said it's huge. I'm gonna grab it. Waiting for my S22 to come in first. Yeah, you got what? A March delivery date on yours, bro? I know that they pushed it back a little bit. He said, bro, I saw some people that have monitors that size with RGB lights on the front of their desk. Okay, okay. You already know, man. Hey, what's going on, Latrell? Hope everything is good with you, my guy. Yeah, Kia, definitely check it out. Super display. Definitely. Check it out. Check it out. It is dope. It is dope. Yo, Juan, I know, right? The most expensive portable monitor. That is true, dog. That's very true, man. Very true. But it like once you start using it, like it literally made me want to go and just upgrade my main 32-inch monitor here, yo. Like I gotta it has to be IPS because I like IPS panels. And then 32 inches in 4K. And I want it to be 144 hertz. And I would be happy. I've seen a couple and they're really expensive. So I'm kind of like iffy on that. But after using that at 120 hertz as an external monitor, it's kind of like, yo. And then like when I'm done with my work, like with my job for the day, I just unplug it because I usually go wired in just to make sure that the connection is as stable as possible. I just unplug it, pick it up, and take it in the room with me and just do whatever I'm gonna do on it. So I love it. Knowledge, y'all. So second screen is the Samsung native one. So Samsung has their own native solution for it, kind of like Apple has Sidecar. Super Display is an app in the Play Store. It's like $10 and you pay it one time and it's done. And you can actually change the refresh rate. I don't know if you can do that with the Samsung second screen version. But my desktop PC is kind of older at this point. Like I'm running a GTX 1070, like an i5 7600K. Like my PC is pretty out of date, so I don't have access to Miracast, so I can't use second screen. So I had to find a backup option, and Super Display is next level, yo. Super Display, kid. Super Display. I probably said like 50 times right there. LaShawn said, I need T-Mobile to get the Tab S8 Plus. I'd be surprised if they didn't, bro, because I know when the Tab S7 Plus came out, I almost got it through T-Mobile. So they should have it for sure. Hey, Latrell said he just got done mounting a TV behind his bar. Yo, Latrell out there doing big things. I'm trying to be like him when I grow up. Trying to be like Latrell when I grow up, man. Gee whiz. Say, yeah, March 25th, but no worries, still enjoying the Pixel for now. Yo, there's definitely some things I do still love about my Pixel, man, even though I am rocking the S22 Ultra right now. Shutter lag. My bad, yo. I'm coming down with a cold myself, but yeah, yo, shutter lag. Yeah, for sure. Savage said, blow my head off. I did not know it was actually running Dex. Yeah, man. It actually runs Dex, and it's not like when you do it like wireless and sometimes like you have kind of like latency issues. It's the full-blown Dex, and it runs literally like a laptop. Like it literally feels like a laptop, literally. If it wasn't for like if everything on my job was completely like web-based, I absolutely probably could use that as like my only laptop. Like I'm gonna go and like download some software and actually try to see if I can do it. Like that for me would be game changing, bro. Like if I could do, because like with my job, everything is through a virtual machine. So I'm almost curious if I would be able to do it. We go through the Horizon client. I'm not sure how many of you guys have heard of that, but the Horizon client for the virtual machine software is what we use. If I can like download it in the Play Store or something like that and use it, yo, that could be next level for me. But we'll see. We'll see. So how does the latest Samsung Tab compare to an iPad Pro? So I honestly got to say, like when it comes to like my use case with the iPad Pro, bro, like it literally was a sidecar monitor and then content consumption. Whereas like I actually plan to do significantly more with the Tab S8 Ultra. But to be honest, I kind of look at them the same way I look at an S22 Ultra and an iPhone, 13 or 13 Pro, whatever. Like if you want to look at it from like not like a consistency or stability, because I feel like it's definitely stable and consistent. Like I'm trying to find like the right way to explain it, but without bashing the iPad too much, right? But it just does so much more than what Apple's offering with the iPad. Like, in my opinion, the only thing people could really say about the iPad originally was the app support. Like, oh, the apps, the apps, the apps. But like all the apps that I personally use, I have like either they run perfectly fine on, the tablet experience on Android, or there's workarounds for me to use it to its full capability or whatever. But I like, for me, dude, it's night and day. Like you can literally do so much more, dog. Like the Tab, in my opinion, feels way closer to an actual laptop replacement than the iPad ever has. Like ever has. And I'm pretty sure I'm like preaching to the choir on that, since like I know a lot of you guys already know that. But again, this is my first Samsung tablet, so it was a surprise for me. Like, because again, like when I would kind of weigh both of them, the first thing I would hear is like app support, app support, app support. Like the apps aren't there, the apps aren't there. But it's like, dude, everything I use is there and it works great. Like it works great. So I don't know, man. One of the best things about the Galaxy Tab is built-in DeX. Yeah, built-in DeX is fire, dog. Like when you switch to that DeX mode, it's like you're booting up a laptop for real, for real. Like I could say anything once LumaFusion drops, anything that I would do, only thing I can't do on the Tab S8 Ultra that I can still do on my MacBook would be like live streaming. And like StreamYard and all that works. So technically I could. The mics are actually really good on the Tab S8 Ultra. I did a duo call today with my mom's, and she said, like, dude, she was like, you sound flawless. Like, it sounded really good. So the mics are really good. The front-facing cameras are really good. I can see through the viewfinder. Even with, like, not a lot of light and, like my little area setup. Like, I didn't have a bunch of lights on or nothing. It was still, like, crisp. So, I mean, you technically could live stream just straight from that. And I got the ZV-1 and all that, so I wouldn't want to. But it's like, in all honesty, once LumaFusion drops for the Tab S8 Ultra, man, like I honestly have a argument for not needing to use my MacBook Air anymore. Like in all honesty, iPad Pro and Galaxy Tab are for completely different people, and I could definitely see that to some degree. I would agree with that. I would agree with that. Like I said, just because if you want more of like a laptop replacement, which is what everybody keeps talking about when it comes to tablets, Tab is the way to go. iPad, not even close. For what I would need it to do, it's not for what I need it to. For what I want it to do, it's not even close, in my opinion. Can you use it as a USB display? I just paid $300 for a touchscreen monitor last year. So when you say a USB display, you mean just plugging a USB-C cable into the port on the Tab S8 Ultra and use it as like an external display for your desktop? Yeah, I literally was talking about that at the top of the stream, Savage. I personally use Super Display. A lot of people were talking about using Second Screen, which is like the Samsung native one that's free. I personally use Super Display, and I run the Tab S8 Ultra at its full resolution, 120 hertz, and it's literally flawless, like zero latency, no latency at all. And I mean, just like Juan said, it's a pretty expensive portable external monitor if you're going to use it for just that. But if you're going to use it for everything that the Tab has to offer, I look at it more so as it's a bonus on top of it. Like the same way you have DeX on, most Samsung smartphones, like flagship smartphones. It's one of those things where it's like, it's there if you want to take advantage of it, but not a lot of people are going to buy it for that, right? So, yeah, definitely dope, though. I want a Tab S7 Plus or Tab S8 Plus, but I don't know yet. And when I will get, just like I said, kid, just take your time. I mean, I know a lot of people are going to be like rushing to sell their 7 Pluses. And everything that I'm talking about in terms of like why the experience is so good for me is all software. Nothing about it is hard. Like nothing about it is hardware. Like I love the fact that the display is this big, but I mean, you can the Tab S7 Plus is what, 12.9 or 13 inches. It's like a 2 inch difference. Like, I mean, you're gonna notice a difference in size, but in my opinion, like if I would have gotten the Tab S8 Plus, I wouldn't have been like, oh, I should have got the bigger one. Like, I wouldn't have been doing that. I would have been perfectly fine with that. I just went Ultra because of the trade-in deal. That's literally the only reason why. Savage said, open an investigation. Yo, do it, bro. Check it out. Check it out. Go to Best Buy and check one out, man. For real. He said his last Galaxy tablet was the Tab S8.3 from 2014. Golly, that's kind of old there, sir. Yo, Ish, what's going on, my dude? Hope everything is good with you, bro. He said, "I Tab S videos are lit." I'm planning on putting out a couple. I'm not like a huge tablet person, so like, I mean, there's definitely people that I feel are gonna do a better job as far as covering it than me. Like Ivan. I don't know if you guys know Ivan, super big hands, but yeah, like Ivan, like he's or Cam. I know a lot of people probably call him Cam, but yeah, like Cam's gonna kill it, bro, because he's the guy that I looked at when it came to Samsung tablets, like to get more information about it. Him and Tao. She does phone reviews and stuff too. Tao, I don't know what Tao's last name is, but Tao, she kills it too. So I kind of look to them, man. But I'm gonna do the best that I can. Just like I said, from the perspective of only owning iPads, like this is on another level, in my opinion. There's a lot, yeah, no, and I think Lachelle, that's the thing for me why I'm so like enjoying the experience, and not even just when it comes to tablets, man. When it just comes to Samsung phones in general, like even when I look at a Samsung phone versus other Android phones, like it's a thing where this other Android phone may have a feature that this has, then another Android phone might have another phone, but there's very few phones on the market that has everything that Samsung throws in this. Not necessarily saying that that's always a good thing, because there's some stuff there that I obviously don't need, but like I said, there's so much flexibility with what you can do with Samsung products, in my opinion. That's why I've always liked Samsung products. Sometimes too much choice can be bad, but when you want that extra choice, man, it's kind of tough to beat them. You can probably run VMware and run Windows, and maybe taxing to run VM Horizon and a Windows VM on your tablet. Yeah, I'm gonna give it a try, bro. I'm gonna give it a try. Like I said, I'm not expecting it to be like the best performance. I'm running, I think, 32 gigabytes of RAM, either 16 or 32 gigabytes of RAM on my desktop. And obviously, I got a dedicated GPU, and you know the CPU is obviously probably. I don't know about the CPU. CPU probably will be more powerful than what's Qualcomm got in the tablet. So we'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. The one thing that's holding me off is the slower transfer speeds. I'm spitting. Slower transfer speeds over USB-C since it isn't Thunderbolt. I have an external S. Oh, see, I didn't even see MPT always coming in with the clutch perspective, bro. Because I didn't even think about a lack of Thunderbolt, because I actually edit off of an external SSD as well. So I'm gonna have to see how that plays out, man. I'm gonna have to see how that plays out since it's not Thunderbolt. We'll see what happens. What I do like about the Ultra, though, it does have micro SD card support. So even if I have to buy like a 1 terabyte SD card just to throw in there, and I can just load all of my, all of my video projects from my actual SD card onto the tablet, I have enough room where I can do what I need to do, and then just throw it over to my my backup Windows drive storage or whatever that I use for storage. I got like a 2 terabyte drive that I use just for storage. So I could probably do that, but we'll see how it goes. Same reason I got rid of my iPad Pro and switched to the Galaxy Tab. Everything I did on the iPad, I could do on the S7 Plus. Plus, it had laptop, like these called decks in a real file manager. Yeah, and that's exactly what I'm finding. Like, that's what I'm finding out, bro. Like, everything that I did with my iPad, I literally just consume content. So, like, watch YouTube, and then I would split screen Twitter, that kind of thing. And then I would use it as a secondary display. Like, the Tab S8 Ultra is killing my iPad Pro in all of those. It's a way better multitasking machine, way more productive. And when it comes to content consumption, obviously it's a far bigger screen. So and it's OLED. I prefer OLED to the LCD tablet. That's one thing I've noticed right off the bat is a switch from that LCD to the OLED. Now I haven't looked at the mini LED displays yet on the newer iPads, but OLED is looking so good on this thing, man. Like watching content is just crazy, crazy good, yo. You used to be able to run Linux on DeX. Dang, I didn't know that that was a thing, yo. That's crazy. Hey, he said there's a virtual machine Horizon client for Android. Oh, I should be able to just download that. I should be able to just download that and just sign in with my work credentials and be good. I'm gonna have to try that tonight, yo. That's gonna be fire if it does work. For sure, for sure. But only thing I could say as of right now that I'm not really feeling about the Tab S8 Ultra, Samsung's got to make a better keyboard cover. They got to make a better keyboard cover, in my opinion. It's not terrible, and it's like the keys feel for the most part fine. I'm kind of used to my MX master keys or whatever. I'm kind of used to those, so everything else feels a little weird. But the actual keyboard cover itself it's just all right. It's not like great or fantastic. Like I was gonna work on a video, but it was just like it's like I said, it's honestly one of those things where it's like it's good enough that it gets the job done. And in all honesty, with it having like the hinge that you kind of separate, I gotta grab it, but like the hinge part that separates from the back, like with it having that, I don't really want to put this on my lap too much. Like I honestly don't put it on my lap all that much. I would rather have it on a table or something like that and do work. So if I was gonna take it out with me and do something, then obviously, that's a whole different story. It's amazing how Samsung caught up in the tablet game and arguably makes it better. I'm gonna be 100% real, dog. Like, and shout out to you, man, for that comment. I'm gonna be 100% real. Like, I personally think that the Tab S8 Ultra is the best tablet on the market, better than any tablet Apple's currently making, better than any of the other Android tablets I've seen. Now, I haven't used any of the other Android tablets, right? So I can't definitively speak on that. But based off of what I've used, Samsung makes the best tablet, hands down, for content consumption, right? For productivity, because like just the fact that I can use floating windows. Oh, I can't even turn it on. Dang, IQ tripping. Oh, fingerprint is on the wrong side. But just the fact that I can use this little sidebar, get it out. I'm trying to do this without looking. Trying to do there. No, trying to do this from camera. Y'all stop judging me. There we go. Just the God damn it, Samsung. There we go. It's the fact that I could bring out this little sidebar, dog. And I have all of these. Here, I'll open up Flamingo. You got actual pop-up windows like Apple. Why is this not a thing? Don't judge me for how long that took. But anyway, like Apple, why isn't that a thing at this point? Like that just feels like a no-brainer. And like people might say, oh, you have slide over. But it's like you can't control the whole aspect of a slide over window. It's just one side of the screen, and then you got to swipe it off the screen when you don't need it. Instead of just having it as like a little bubble, you could just throw off to the side and then just click it when you need it. Like, I don't know, man. But I feel like we'll start to see more of these software features in iPad OS soon. Because in my opinion, man, with the Tab S8 Ultra, like Samsung's trying to make a statement. They are, for sure. For sure, for sure. It just feels like Apple is never going to give people the software experience potential on the iPad. I mean, a lot of people feel like, Juan, I hate you. I feel like a lot of people. There we go. I know a lot of people say that Apple's afraid of like cannibalizing Mac sales and stuff like that, right? And I get that perspective. Like they don't want to cannibalize Mac sales, but it's like, in my opinion, it's great to have an ecosystem of products that all work great together. But in my opinion, how many times am I going to say that? But anyway, I feel like you have to have each of those products be able to stand firm, class leading in its own right? Like, regardless of how you feel subjectively, Samsung makes one of the best phones on the market. Samsung makes, in my opinion, the best tablet on the market, right? Samsung has the best smartwatch on Android right now. Yes, I know TicWatch Pro 3 exists. This is still, in my opinion, better. I like TicWatch Pro 3. Wireless charging, the build, all that stuff, I just prefer it better. But like I said, and it's not me trying to Samsung fanboy, but seriously though, it's like, man, like you should strive to have all of your products be the best in their class on their own, not just put so much stock in the fact that these all work together. Because a lot of those features, man, that people talk about with the ecosystem, Samsung has them between their phones and their tablets, like taking phone calls, messages, transferring files. Samsung has all of that with these two. Like I can even say I even underestimated Samsung's ecosystem and what you could actually do with it. It's up there. Now, as far as how seamless it is, I still don't feel like it's as seamless as Apple's. There's still more times where I feel like it'll fail me compared to me using Apple products, but the fact that the functionality is still there and it works more times than not, I mean, it's coming. Like the day where Samsung has it, it's there. It's close. It's close. I need Google to step it up too, man, because I would love to have an Apple ecosystem, but all Google products. That would be so fire to me. I still got the first ever Galaxy Tab in my basement. That's crazy, man. Yep, Ivan Cam. Cam's that dude, man. Absolutely love him, yo. I'm not a huge tablet person. Buys biggest tablet. He can want. I hate you. Yo, it's so true though, man. It's so true, yo. Hey, Latrell said, I used to do a lot of tablet coverage. I did a What's on my Galaxy Tab S6. There's a lot of good apps on there. Okay, that's what's up, man. So that's what's up. That's what Tao. I'm probably gonna butcher this, Tao. If you ever see this, I'm sorry. Tao. I'm not going to. I'm gonna just Tao. Tao. She's dope. Dope creator, man. Dope creator, dog. Yes, I think it's time to upgrade my Kindle Fire non-HD Gen 1. I told you, bro, they're going to give you 2 cheeseburgers for that tablet, LaShawn. They're going to give you 2 cheeseburgers, dog. Seriously. I'm pretty sure it's the exact same CPU on the phones. Like I said, it could be on the same level, man. It could be for sure. Said I stepped out to watch a tab. Yeah, I haven't done anything too crazy. Just like a quick unboxing and stuff like, well, lack thereof unboxing, because there's honestly nothing in the box. It's just tablet and the cord. Sad day indeed, but it is what it is. It is what it is. LCD to OLED it really is, Barry. Like I didn't even realize how like big of a jump it was going to be for me until I actually got it in the house. Like I was thinking about like all of like the productivity side of it, like floating windows and, you know, being able to run Dex and LumaFusion whenever that, you know, comes over to it. I was thinking about that stuff. I wasn't even thinking about the fact that it was OLED versus LCD. And yo, it is a drastic jump. Like after using that, man, I don't want to use anything but OLED, yo. Unless, like I said, the mini LEDs are good. I've never used a mini LED iPad, so I wouldn't know. The keyboard cover is great for a table. Yeah, and that's literally what I tried to kind of balance it on my leg while I was in bed, and I was like, yeah, this shit ain't working. I was like, this is not working at all. Ish said I would love to try the Huawei tablet with Harmony OS. I would love to try Harmony OS like all together. Like I would just love to try it all together, man. Seriously. You know, you can pin the app. Oh yeah, just like on the Fold. Yeah, you pin the apps and you have like the little toolbar, like on like using Windows. Yep. Ike has taken full control over our attention. Best tablet, Barry. For me, right, and like I said, it's still early. I'm in the honeymoon phase, but for me right now, man, it's the best tablet out, dog. For real. Install Good Lock and use it to toggle the ability to use more than 5 apps at once in Dex. Yes, I did that. MPT. I did that. That was like one of the first things I did. Yep. Good Lock is like the first thing I install on any Samsung device. Because if it wasn't for Good Lock, man, there's a lot of things that I wouldn't like about the Samsung experience. But with Good Lock, you can change a lot of it. I'm not talking about the bubbles. Yeah, like actually pin a toolbar to the side. Yep. I think it was floating windows were implemented in Android Gingerbread and perfected in Lollipop. I also had the LG G Pad 8.3. Now that was a good multitasking tablet. Okay, that's what's up. Apple's cannibalizing point isn't even valid anymore. Samsung isn't doing that to their Galaxy Book. I mean, that's definitely true, Latrell, but you also got to think about it too. Apple is, I'm not going to say probably, Apple is selling a lot more Macs than Samsung is selling Galaxy books. And that just might be an opinion. I don't have numbers to correlate with that. But like I said, just from what I know about laptops, I know for me personally, I personally would pick up a MacBook Air or Pro before I pick up a Galaxy book. I'm more willing to try one now just to see what that experience is like with Samsung adding some of their little things on top of Windows. So, like I said, I would be willing to pick one up, now. But I think Apple sells a few more MacBooks than Samsung does Galaxy books. So it's probably not that big of a deal for Samsung to do that. And again, like I said, just because that is the reason why, I don't agree with it. I think you should literally make your products the best that they possibly can. Unleash them to their full potential, always. Hey, LaShawn, we ain't gonna talk about your watch because you got, I don't know what's going on, bro. But yo, I meant to talk about it Wired Wednesday last night. I was in the movie theaters on Tuesday watching Uncharted. Yo, side rant, it was actually pretty good. I liked it. And for some reason, my watch was just randomly like saying that it was overheating. I don't know what was going on. It's the first time that it's done it. And as soon as we left the movie theater, it was fine. Like it hasn't happened since. So I don't know what's going on. Maybe it's the last update that they just pushed out. But yeah, bro, I was hearing you talk about some of your issues, and I'm like, good Lord. And I have the LTE model now. Mine doesn't switch over to LTE all that often just because my phone's always with me. But like I said, I haven't had an issue with it. But I know for you, I know you use LTE way more on your watch. So it's like, yeah, definitely. Yo, the Samsung fridge, the Samsung washer and dryer, all of that. Yeah, to how. Okay, cool. Appreciate that. Hey, Genosis, what's going on, my dude? He said 2 triple patty burgers later. I'm here. I'm lurking. What's going on, my guy? Hey, Hot Water, what's up? What's going on with you, dude? Hey, everything is going well on this end. Hope everything is just good with you, dog. Yo, I wonder if they will. I wonder if they will. I honestly, at this point, I wouldn't be too surprised since manufacturers are just ripping them out. I still think the perfect solution is what Xiaomi did with that, where they literally just had a box, and if you wanted your charger, check the box. If you don't want the charger, don't check the box. Like it's simple, right? But this whole environment play, man, we already know that that's a facade. We already know that 110%, yo. Do you have the feature where calls and messages on your phone? Yep, I have that all set up, dog. Samsung has only recently gotten big. Yeah, and that's kind of what I figured too, because like I didn't really start hearing about Galaxy books and stuff like that, like really being talked about or whatever until like maybe a year or two ago. And that's just me personally. Again, I've never been the type to really keep up to date when it comes to Windows laptops, because if it was Windows, I'm running it on a desktop, and if it's a laptop, I was running Mac OS. So never really kind of looked into it in all honesty. Yeah, but I don't know. Yeah, LaCharles saying the same thing about the overheating. Yeah, I honestly don't. I don't know, man. Definitely sucks though, LaShawn. I wish you weren't past your return period, dog, because that's got to be annoying, dog, to constantly have that, man. But I'm gonna switch gears a little bit, yo, and just talk about the S22 Ultra a bit. So had it in house since Tuesday, man. Already went ahead and got. Ooh, well, no, my Bulls is only up by 1 point. They slacking. But anyway, only had it for, like I said, just the 48 hours that I've had it, man. And I gotta say, like I'm definitely impressed. Like I'm definitely impressed. It's I'm not gonna say it as the device as a whole, because of course the software experience still feels the same as using the S21 Ultra. Same way the iPhone feels the same as using the previous iPhone. Like it still feels like the same software experience, which I'm not like, that's never been a thing for me or whatever. But just in terms of like the things that they talked about with the camera situation, that's huge. Like we could pretty much talk for years about that, but I can already tell, like I'm starting to see some improvements in terms of the camera. Now, the shutter lag, I know we're like, oh my God, still talking about the shutter lag. Yes, I'm still talking about the shutter lag. Yes, I know you have burst mode. Yes, I know you have single take. Yes, I know you can go into settings and put on auto tracking focus, and you can turn on pro mode. And I know you can do all of those things. But I continue to tell people and say it over and over and over and over again. I should be able to take my phone out of my pocket, snap a photo, point and shoot, and I'm done. Back in my pocket. Period. I shouldn't have to go into another mode. I shouldn't have to do burst. I shouldn't have to do single take. I shouldn't have to go into the settings and mess with stuff. Like, and again, I hate you, LaShawn. I see what you wrote. I absolutely hate, and I mean hate to say average consumer, but like I'm gonna take it to my mom for an example. If she comes to me and she says, "Hey, I'm taking blurry photos of Kobe," which is her dog. I'm taking blurry photos of Kobe. You know, what can I do on my phone to fix that? And I just say, "Oh, mom, turn on single take mode." She's gonna be like, "What? What is that?" Like I have to physically go in, like I have to physically go in and do the settings for her, right? And again, like I'm gonna harp on this and talk about it, obviously, until Samsung fixes it. And if they never fix it, I'll talk about it every Samsung release forever, I guess, because that's just me. Like if I have an issue with something, I'm gonna talk about it. I'm not gonna just not say anything, because if I don't say something, then that makes said brand or manufacturer think that whatever they're doing is okay. Now, this year is honestly the first year that I actually saw bigger, like big channels like MKBHD, Mr. Who's the Boss. This is like, they might have done it last year. I don't remember, but this year is the first year I remember them actually talking about it and addressing it. So maybe with them talking about it, we can actually start to see some change. Now, I will say right off the bat, it is definitely improved over the S21 Ultra. It is. I will give Samsung credit where credit is due. It is definitely improved. I'm missing way less shots than I was on my S21 Ultra. Even the performance in like that dimmer lighting where, you know, you don't want to use night mode or night mode doesn't kick in, but it's obviously not peak sunlight. Even the processing in those situations is significantly better. And like I said, when you turn on, I hate y'all. When you turn on the autofocus tracking, it does help it a little bit, right? But like I said, I want it to get to a point where it's like my iPhone or my Pixel. Either of those phones, I can take the shot, lock my phone, and put it in my pocket and not even think about it, right? Now, I'm not saying that those phones are perfect, because depending on your subject, if they're really moving, because I've had blurry shots on my Pixel and on my iPhone, depending on the degree of the movement, right? But when it comes to those just micro shifts, like my son might be looking this way and then he just turns this way, or he's like looking up and then his eyes move down, and it just irritates me a little bit. Like, because I love everything else about this camera system, the new processing that they're doing with like the overall darker image and more contrasty. I love it. It's like they went the same way that Apple tried to go and ended up crushing everything. Like Apple tried to go for that darker, more contrasty photo, and now they end up crushing shadows quite a bit. It's like Samsung played it safe and didn't go that dark, but it's just enough darkness and just enough contrast where it's like, I like this, but I need them to get on top of the shutter. Every other shooting scenario that I put this phone in so far, I am liking the results. Now, do I still feel like as of this particular moment, because we're still waiting on We're still waiting on the whole technically day one software update to come out. I think that they're supposed to be pushing it out tomorrow or something. We're still waiting on that, so we'll see if it improves it or helps it. But like I said, I don't want to say anything. I know, right? I was looking at Jason's comment. I don't want to say anything too like too definitive, but I would say in terms of like output, like what the photos actually look like when they're finished processing, I still prefer the Pixel over it. Now, again, Samsung's isn't bad, and there's some other features that have nothing to do with the camera, and even some that do have to do with the camera that I prefer on the Samsung. But when it comes to that output, what I'm looking at, telephoto, I'm not going to say because I haven't had enough time to play with it. But main lens, I still prefer what comes out of the Pixel. Now, I still have to pit the Pixel's telephoto, the 4X, versus what Samsung's got going on for sure. What I will say, though, already that I don't like about it is when you're in low light situations, Google will still switch to the telephoto. Like, even if you're in like a low light situation, they still switch to the actual 4X telephoto. Samsung, and my testing so far, and with the S21 Ultra last year, they don't do that. They crop in digitally on that main sensor. Now, there may be like a technical aspect or reason why. I just found that last year, like my 10x photos coming out of the Pixel actually were better than they were on the S21 Ultra at 10x in low light, though. Only in low light. During the day, completely opposite. But in low light, Google was actually using telephoto. So haven't tested that on this yet. We'll definitely see how it goes. But I got to get into some of y'all comments, man. It's just like, that just kills me, dog. It kills me. Like I said, I love everything else about the camera. I love the processing this year. I love the versatility with the double zoom lens. The ultra wide is actually wide compared to the Pixel not being so wide. But the shutter lag, man. Sammy, come on, yo. Seriously. Chelsea, I can't wait for my pre-order S22 Ultra. Yeah, I forgot. You did say that you went ahead and pick one up. You're going to love it, dude. You're going to love it. Like I said, I love the device, man. And like, even with the S Pen, like, I honestly didn't think I was going to go too hard with it. And then I like came to the realization today where it's like, I look at the S Pen as like one of those things where it's like, I love having it even when I don't need it, because when I need it, it's like, yes. Like I went into, I had to pay a bill or something, and they ask you for your account information and your routing information. Everybody hates having to, on the iPhone, open up your banking app, swipe over to the other app to put in the information, then swipe back and keep swiping back and forth. Android phones, you can use split view and go, you know, top to bottom, whatever. But the S Pen allows you to take it a step further, because what a lot of people don't realize, in your banking apps, you can't copy and paste. So like if you're in Chase, for example, that's who I use to bank. I use Chase. If I click and hold on like my account number or routing information, can't copy. The S Pen though, I can copy. Same thing with my job. We use Microsoft Teams, but we use like something with our organization where they don't let us like copy and paste things outside of the app or inside of the app. So like if I found a link to an article for a computer that one of my agents are troubleshooting online, I can't copy that link and paste it in the Teams chat. It won't let me. The S Pen allows me to do it. So stuff like that, man. I'm actually using, like I said, using the S Pen way more than I thought I would, and I'm kind of liking it. Latrell said, thank God my man's a Bulls fan. I see the Bulls, they come back. Yeah, dude. Yo, for real. We number 2 in the East right now, right behind the Heat. So we putting in some work, man. People still counting us out, but we got to stay healthy. That's the only thing. A little bit too much in terms of the injuries, man, but we got to keep going now. Got to keep going. Barry said, get him, Ike. Barry knew it was coming, man. Hey, Scoop, what's going on, my dude? He said, shouldn't have to do a lot with our tech, but we do. And you're absolutely right about that, because I'm still sitting here complaining about it, but I still haven't dropped this phone and picked back up my Pixel since I got it. 1, because I'm still testing it, and 2, because I really am enjoying my experience. Like, I'm enjoying my experience with it. So, like I said, I'm not going to let that one thing kind of stop me from using the phone as a whole. It's just something I got to, like you said, adjust and adapt and find ways around it. So, we'll see. He said, hate is a strong word. Yo, Savage, hate is a strong word. I hate shutter lag. When I tap the shutter, that's when I want the picture to be taken. I don't want to have, for all my anime fans, I don't want to have Sharingan vision, you know what I'm saying, to be able to see ahead and see when I'm going to need to tap the shutter. I want to tap the shutter and take a picture. That's it. Oh, Latrell, good point, bro. I actually kind of tested this a little bit. Lens flare is definitely better with that little clear lens, whatever marketing jargon that they was talking about. It actually does work a little bit better. Like I had my Pixel and my S22 kind of just side by side, and I was just moving like the viewfinder around like in a light source to see how it would, fare or whatever. And it did a really good job. I was definitely impressed. I'm gonna obviously save that for the camera video, which I'm probably not going to drop any camera comparisons or any camera videos, at least until we get this next, day 1 update. Right, I gave Google a couple of updates before I started working on camera stuff too. I'm gonna give Samsung at least 1 update as well. Barry said, well said, Ike. By the way, I love it, dude. I love it. Juan said, when even OnePlus moves to zero shutter lag, at some point, even the most diehard Samsung Knight has to call out the shutter lag. Yo, it's definitely getting to the point, Juan, where even like the most diehard of Samsung people that I interact with on Twitter or see on Twitter, they admit it and go immediately start talking about something else, like to try to change the subject. But even they're admitting, yes, there is a slight shutter delay. Or they'll turn around and say, use single take. And it's like, bro, that's not a solution to me. Like, I mean, it is technically a solution. It's not the solution that I want to hear. I want Samsung to just do better. That's all. But it's definitely still there. Definitely still there. Not as bad, but it's still there. Do I like the P on the back? So it honestly doesn't bother me. I know it bothers a lot of people. A lot of people are like, bro, I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. But it honestly doesn't bother me, dude. I don't know why. I'm like super easy to please when it comes to phone designs. Like even like a lot of people were saying that they like the S21 camera housing better. I preferred the one on here, in all honesty. It looks sleeker and it looks stealthier to me. So I mean, I'm not mad about the P, in all honesty. I kind of like it. This is the Belroy leather as well. Y'all don't even know if y'all can see that, but yeah. Belroy leather video case journey definitely will be dropping on this in a couple of weeks, though. Couple of weeks. I want to spend some time with it, but Belroy leather is pretty solid. By the way, quick plug. First case journey video is dropping tomorrow at 1 p.m. Eastern time, like always, yo. Ike over here bringing back the I'm just saying. Yeah, I mean, I got to say something, Jason, because, yo, it's crazy. Just looking at the YouTube videos, the S22 Ultra Color Sign seems like a middle ground. Genosis, it really does. Like Apple, in my opinion, they went for that darker contrasty approach, but they went a bit too far, in my opinion, and that's why you get like those overly crushed shadows. And the Pixel brightens those shadows up quite a bit. It seems like Samsung is kind of playing that middle ground. Like we want a darker, more contrasty photo, but we don't want our blacks looking like the black of my OLED screen. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I definitely agree, bro. Totally agreed. I can want to bro, Barry, they're close. They are. If they keep this processing and fix the shutter delay, I'm good. Like I'm good, bro. I'm good. Yeah, Pixel 6 Pro has come a long way. Yo, and exactly, I know a lot of people were talking about the Danny Widget. I don't know if I'm saying his last name right, but Danny, I think it's either Widget or Winget, one of the two. But even looking at his comparison between the S22 and the Pixel, like they went back and forth for me. It wasn't like a definitive winner for me. Like they traded blows. Like Samsung did ABCD better, the Pixel did EFG better, and it was kind of like there's things I like about the Pixel, and there's things I like about the Galaxy. Like it wasn't like looking at, and I hate to do this, it wasn't like looking at an iPhone comparison and looking at the Samsung. Because in that, for me, there were very few things that were like blow for blow. Most of it, I was like, I prefer the Galaxy. Even in some situations with video, I even preferred the Galaxy. So yeah, it kind of wasn't it, man. True. Gotta take them to task. As Easy was saying, no fluff, no passes. Let's go. Y'all already know, man. The Pixel is using a 1.5, blah, blah. I can't even read. Half telephoto sensor. The Galaxy is using a tiny 1/4 sensor telephoto. Okay, that's what it is. See, I figured that there was some technical aspect, right? Since that telephoto lens sensor is significantly bigger on the Pixel, that's probably why Google feels more comfortable allowing you to switch over to it, where Samsung is kind of like, nah, we ain't trying to embarrass ourselves like that. Okay, that makes perfect sense, man. Makes perfect sense. Hey, S Pen cut and paste for the win. Yes, sir. You already know. He said, by the way, I got Chase too. I'm not saying I'm a big fan of Chase, but I got it. Yo, facts. Chase me on some extraness a little bit, man. You already know. I know Barry probably got him, but we're going to go ahead and do that just in case. When most know that single take is a great feature. And that's the thing. Like, look, dude, I get it, Doodle. I'm not disagreeing with you. Single take is a good feature, man. Like it is a great feature to be able to get multiple, little photos, little videos, little GIFs like that. Like it's a great feature. I'm not denying that, right? But for my point and shoot photography, I don't want to rely on single take. I don't want to sit there and be moving the camera stuff. I want to pull it out because if I'm not mistaken, with single take, you got to hit the shutter and then like you're kind of moving as if you were taking a video, or like, something's happening on like in front of you and it's like taking multiple photos and videos. I don't want to do that. I just want to take a photo and be done. I don't want to sit there and hold it. I just want to say, hey, my daughter's doing a cartwheel. Snap and be done with it. Period. You know what I mean? Cartwheel's probably a bad example because that's actually kind of fast, but I'm just saying, like, you guys know exactly what I mean. Like, I just want to take it out, point and shoot. I'm done. You know what I mean? That's it. But I definitely hear you. Single take is a dope feature, dog. And for its use cases, I absolutely would use it for sure, for sure. Those Samsung people told me I was a moron when I mentioned shutter lag. They just hate me. I guess so, bro. I seen you've been getting a little bit of hate from the Samsung Knights, man, this week for sure, dog, for some of the stuff that you was posting. I know you don't care because it's just funny, but it's just like I definitely saw some of it. I didn't see the one with the shutter lag because I definitely would have had to hop in on that conversation because you already know I get hyped when we start talking about shutter lag, man. Because like, and the reason why I'm so passionate about, some people might be like, you're just trying to find something to bash about the camera because the rest of the camera is so great. Like, no, the reason why I bash it and talk about it is because I'm gonna say 80, 75, I'm being generous, 75% of the photos that I take are of my kids or my kids doing something. I don't go take photos, and again, nothing against people that do. I don't go take photos of like, landscape buildings and, flowers. I try not to take photos of that kind of stuff because that's not how I use my camera in my real everyday life. Now, if I'm doing a camera comparison, that's a different story because it's kind of hard to hold two smartphones up and capture that same motion at the same time. You got different focal lengths, a bunch of different variables, right? So I'm not talking about for camera comparisons. I'm talking about for just having one camera. For one camera, I don't have time to be dealing with shutter lag, man. I don't. Like I said, I take a lot of photos of kids doing something cool, especially my newborn. Because like my older two, my oldest is 7, and my second oldest, she's 5. They're to the age where I can tell them, okay, I'm gonna take a picture, sit still. And for the most part, they'll pose and they'll kind of sit still and it's cool, right? But for like my newborn, I can't tell him to sit still. He doesn't know what that means. So I gotta capture the image as best as I can. You know what I mean? So that's the only reason I harp on it so much, is because I want it to be better. Barry said, I love the phone. I just don't like the P cutouts on some cases. Yeah, man. And I'm seeing it a lot. I'm seeing it a lot on a lot of cases, yo. I did see that D brand drop the leather skin though. That those are back in stock. I might have to snatch up a couple, man. I might have to snatch a couple up, man. The little leather skin looking kind of clean. I might have to get one for my Pixel and one for my S22 Ultra, man. I don't use my iPhone enough these days to be buying cases and skins anymore. But for those two, I might need to make that move. Winjit. I think LaShawn, I think you the one that always correct me every week, bro. I'm gonna just stop referencing Danny at all, bro. If I can't get his name right. You know what I'm saying? Seriously. Let's see. One said flower macros are my Zen photo hobby. I feel attacked. And that's why I said, why not for everybody, man? Just for me, dude. Just for me. And that's the thing, like with me only taking photos of my kids, I'm not, well, I would say like my actual newborn, I'm taking a lot of photos of him. Obviously, he's a newborn. That's kind of what happens. But like my other two kids, and before he was born, I honestly wasn't taking a whole lot of photos. It would just be like when we would go somewhere, like when we go to Disney or when we go to the park or to the pool or stuff like that. I want to take those pictures of them and I want to catch them in the moment. I don't want them to always, there's something that's super like heartwarming for me as a dad. And again, I'm about to get real mushy for all y'all. So if y'all want me to get mushy, tune out, right? So I have on my my Google TV Chromecast, I have the screensaver where it shows all the pictures from my Google Photos. And I have it set to do specifically my kids. And there's something heartwarming, yo, about seeing a photo that I took 2 years ago, knowing exactly what phone I took that photo with and seeing what my kid was doing, like catching them in the act. Like, yeah, it's dope to have these little, sit still, guys, I'm going to take a picture. Like, yeah, like those are cool, but it's something about catching them in the act when they don't know that you're actually taking the photo of them doing something funny or cute. Like, there's just something about it that just, every single time one crosses over my TV screen, I get a little warm and fuzzy inside. You know what I mean? As a dad, I'm pretty sure anybody that's a dad gets that. But it's like I want to be able to catch them. You know what I'm saying? In the act. That's all. That's all. See, Juan, exactly. 1 terabyte of photos and 4K videos of Lex growing up. It's something so amazing about seeing them in their like little moment. Like I have one, for example. I took a video, and it was like when I first met my daughter, because those that don't know, she's my fiance's daughter, and kind of adopted her in the whole situation or whatever. And she was trying to figure out some type of puzzle or something in a video game. I can't remember what. I'm so mad that I can't remember the video game. I know it's in my Google Photos, but she was trying to figure out this puzzle in this video game, and she finally figured it out. And the excitement, and she was like, she's facing the TV. I'm recording, her kind of like on her knees playing the game in the TV, and you can see both. And she finally figures it out. And she turns to the camera. She's like, "Oh my God, I figured it out. I did. And like the excitement and all of that, it's like, you can't beat those moments. Like as a parent, you cannot beat those moments, So yeah, like I said, I'll always harp on, the whole shutter lag, noisy video and stuff like that, because the Pixel got a little bit of extra noise going on in video. I definitely admit it. But like I said, I'll keep talking about those things until those manufacturers fix it, And if they never do, oh well, at least nobody can say I didn't say anything. Been talking about it forever. Ray, my homie, what's going on? He said, "Yo, how has the battery been so far? I know it's early." So yeah, it's definitely early, man. But my battery usage has actually been pretty good. I don't think I put this on the charger at all today. I took it off the charger at 7 a.m. today. When I got up for work, I'm at 8% right now. We could check out like the little battery usage or whatever the case may be. I haven't been on it too heavy. What I normally end up doing for my usage, I'm on it like really, 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 really heavily. Like in the morning, like pretty much when I first wake up, because I'm answering comments, checking emails, checking things for work, doing all that stuff on my phone. And then for the most part, I would say usually about 8:30, 9 o'clock, I put the phone down and just be chilling on the side, and I'm on my laptop or I'm on the desktop. So right now I'm looking at, y'all could probably see that. Could read it off of here. Y'all can see my Bulls score right there and all those notifications too. But I'm at 14 hours, 53 minutes used. So it's been off the charger for pretty much 15 hours. Screen on time, 3 hours and 21 minutes. Screen off time, 11 hours and 32 minutes. So y'all already know, man, like I'm not big when it comes to the screen on time. I never really gauge my usage off of that, because like, say for example, when I get in my car, I use a wireless Android Auto dongle. And I'll probably explain this and finish these comments, and then we'll go ahead and head out. I hear the little man giving moms the business, so got to go intervene and go into daddy mode. But anyway, I get in my car and I have a wireless Android Auto adapter, right? And my phone connects to that via Bluetooth and does Android Auto. But that's even draining my battery. The screen's off on my phone, but it's still draining that battery because I'm pushing that Android Auto wirelessly, right? So I'm doing all kinds of things on my phone with the screen off, listening to podcasts with my earbuds in during the day. Throw my earbuds in and I'm listening to a podcast, or I'm listening to a YouTube video, audio only, or I'm listening to Spotify. Like I'm using my phone pretty extensively with the screen off. So for me, screen on time has never been like the definitive way of talking about a battery experience. I normally gauge it by, okay, I took it off the phone. I took it off the charger at 7 a.m. What time do I have to put it back on the charger later that night? That's generally what I tend to go by. I'm trying to think. Yeah, I didn't put this on the charger at all today. My Pixel, it's kind of hard to gauge it because honestly I don't know. But and at that I am on Android 12. I'm on a beta, so I don't really want to get too much into battery usage on that because it is a beta. But even on that, like my battery would be pretty good. Like right now it's 10:05. I can say I probably would be. My Pixel would most likely be back on the charger by now for the most part. I'm also seeing that standby time is actually really, really solid. Like it hasn't fully learned my usage, but standby time is actually really solid, man. Really, really solid. So battery life so far, like I said, it's kind of hard to gauge it, but I think for where I'm at right now, if it stayed here, I would be perfectly fine. I'm thinking it's going to get better as we get into that whole it learns your usage and settles and all that other good stuff, man. So I said, we'll definitely see. Jason said, LaShawn is probably mushy from being so high. My dog is pterodactyl. But with that one, man, we're going to go ahead and close this one out, guys. So I already know, I'm pretty sure Juan and TK are going live tonight. Juan, if you're still here, man, definitely feel free to drop a link. I know Barry most likely will. He usually does for me every week anyway. But like I said, don't forget to go and check those guys out. The best of our week. I'm pretty sure it's tonight. I'm not sure if it's 11:15, or 11:30. I know it's usually around that time. So definitely make sure that you guys go and check them out. I'll be lurking as always. And then tomorrow, shout out to the homie. Last comment too. So it was meant to be. But like I said, we got my homie LaShawn, aka Holla at Your Boy, with the Ignorant Hours or open mic night. If they decide to keep it civil, we'll see. But I'll also be lurking in that joint as well, man. Definitely go check the homie out. Check him out. You know what? Best of our week. 8 p.m. I saw the 8 p.m. and caught an instant attitude, Juan. I'm like, wait, you guys been live at 8? What are you doing here? But then I saw the PST. Gotcha. So yeah, 8 p.m. PST, guys. It's 11 p.m. Eastern time, my time. So like I said, I'll definitely be there lurking. Make sure you guys check them out. Check out the homie LaShawn, aka Holla at Your Boy. Thanks as always for watching, guys. You already know this is like the highlight of my week. I'm always super happy to link up with you guys and you know, chop it up, talk about these devices and tech that we love so much. But I'm gonna go ahead and get out of here. It's Ike's Tech Talk. I will catch you all next week. Stay tuned tomorrow for the case journey for the S22 Ultra, guys. Peace out.